Yorkshire is an incredibly beautiful region in terms of landscape and is crisscrossed by several national parks. On the western side, the mighty Pennines mountain range stretches out, parts of which lie within the Yorkshire Dales National Park. In the northeastern part of Yorkshire lies the North York Moors National Park, a hilly area that is largely forested and borders directly on the coast, as well as the Yorkshire Wolds. To the east, Yorkshire borders the North Sea, where picturesque villages and small towns nestle along the coast and slope down to the beaches and the sea. From the south, parts of the Peak District extend into Yorkshire. The national parks in Yorkshire are popular destinations for those who enjoy hiking, cycling, and enjoying the flora and fauna ideal for all kinds of outdoor activities. York, with its long and interesting history, well-preserved city walls, and imposing cathedral, is now a real visitor magnet for the north. Leeds, with its diverse cultural offerings and many sights and attractions, is also worth a visit. The picturesque coastal towns, set in beautiful countryside, also attract visitors. Towns such as Whitby, which inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Scarborough are at the forefront. Numerous old castles and manor houses in Yorkshire have served as the backdrop for various film adaptations, such as Castle Howard and Newby Hall. Yorkshire was also home to George Washington's family, and the famous navigator James Cook once lived in Whitby. If you like this video, please support the Travel Owl channel with a like, a comment, or a subscription. Thank you. You might find there's something familiar about Thornton-le-Dale as you stroll through the picturesque village, passing the tiny triangular green duck pond and pretty cottages beside the babbling beck. The familiarity may stem from recognizing the 17th century thatched Beckall cottage, which has adorned many a chocolate gift box, or spotting Matthewson's, the setting for the popular Bangers and Cash TV series. Beyond its picture postcard qualities, though, Thornton-le-Dale has a real depth in terms of its rich heritage, a lively community hub, and the village's passion for the environment. On the history front, it's an ancient place farmed by Neolithic man, settled by the Anglo-Saxons, and known to have been in existence in its present form since before the Norman conquest. Today, there's a buzz created by the independent shops and cafes fanning out from the village green, and the small army of local volunteers working to improve wildlife habitats, ensuring Thornton-le-Dale remains one of Britain's prettiest places. Simply wander around the village on a mini voyage of discovery, passing historical landmarks, such as the medieval cross and stocks on the green. Malton is proudly known as Yorkshire's food capital. This vibrant town is a year-round foodie destination, celebrated for its local produce, award-winning monthly food markets, and the annual Food Lovers Festival. Indulge in delights from ice cream parlours, hidden gin bars, craft breweries, and artisan bakeries offering freshly baked macarons and bread. You'll find a range of cafes and pubs where you can enjoy locally grown food served in delicious meals. Beyond its culinary fame, Malton boasts a charming marketplace filled with independent retailers offering an eclectic mix of unique gifts, homewares, clothing, and antiques. The town also hosts weekly markets and monthly arts and crafts markets, so you have plenty of opportunities to indulge in some retail therapy. Malton is also the gateway to North Yorkshire's stunning coastline and the breathtaking North York Moors National Park. Nearby, the Howardian Hills offer picturesque landscapes perfect for exploring on foot or by bike. The town is also an excellent base from which to visit some of North Yorkshire's most popular attractions, including lavender farms, stately homes, and fascinating museums. Saltaire is a Victorian model village in Shipley, West Yorkshire. The Victorian-era textile mill and its residential district on the River Aire and the Leeds and Liverpool Canal were declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2001 and form an important anchor point on the European route of industrial heritage. Saltaire was built in 1851 by Sir Titus Salt, one of the leading industrialists in the wool industry in Yorkshire at the time. The name of the village is a combination of the founder's surname and the name of the River Aire. The reason for the construction of Saltaire was the centralisation of the company, which until then consisted of a total of 5 separate mills. The merger created a large textile factory that enjoyed considerable economic and logistical advantages due to its direct location on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal and its proximity to the country's most important railway connections. Saltaire is not a museum, but is still inhabited. Its designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site obliges the government to protect the site, and the buildings are individually listed as historic monuments. Since 2003, the 11-day Saltaire Festival has been held here every September. In addition, the Saltaire Arts Trail takes place annually in May, a festival of the visual arts featuring art exhibitions and open houses, where residents open their homes, which are then transformed into art galleries for the occasion. Beverly is a pretty market town. A prominent feature is the historic and attractive place of worship, Beverly Minster. Beverly is the county town of the East Riding of Yorkshire. The town centre is located 27 miles southeast of York Centre and 15 miles northwest of City of Hull. Visitors to Beverly often remark that it's got a lot more to offer than had been expected. It's an incredibly interesting, historic market town. Possessing its very own minster-like York and historic town centre, Beverly is a very pretty town which is full of wow factor for visitors. There's plenty to see and do, and some of the most famous pubs and restaurants in Yorkshire at a slightly slower pace than you'll find in a city. With the fabulous Yorkshire Wolds on your doorstep and the East Yorkshire coast within easy reach too, Beverly is an excellent base for a Yorkshire tour. You'll find something interesting around every corner in Beverly, a town full of charm. Put this one on your list for your next trip to Yorkshire. Beverly is a thriving traditional market town, and its market cross still stands proudly in the centre of its bustling marketplace. Visitors are attracted to this well-loved town by a variety of options. You can enjoy a day at the races, boutique shopping, a quiet drink in an historic pub, and a meal in an increasing number of cafe bars and restaurants. Knaresborough is full of surprises, a warren of medieval streets and stone staircases that weave their way up and down. The town centre is perched on the cliffs above the River Nid, and the imposing railway viaduct across the Nid Gorge offers an amazing view to visitors as they arrive by train. There are plenty of things to do in Knaresborough all year round. The marketplace in the centre of the town offers a great place to enjoy a cup of tea or something delicious and home-baked. On a Wednesday, stalls fill the marketplace offering tasty produce, whole foods, plants and flowers, as well as pretty much anything else you can imagine, in the ever-popular Knaresborough market. At the base of the cliffs on which the town sits, you will find a delightful promenade that traps the sun in summer, with a coastal feel despite being more than 60 miles from the sea. This is a great place to enjoy an ice cream or indulge in the traditional English pastime of simply mucking about in boats. The Nid Gorge is a beautiful wooded landscape just upstream of the town, rich in wildlife and following the winding course of the River Nid. The Nid Gorge makes a great spot for walks, picnics and wildlife watching for all the family. Jump on the bike and go for a ride. The Beryl-Burton Cycleway is a sustenance route allowing cyclists to ride to Harrogate, Bilton and Ripley on traffic-free routes. With a stunning view from atop the Grade 2 listed Nid Valley Viaduct, idyllic paths through fields and the odd pub along the way, it's a great way to spend an afternoon. The 70-metre-high, gently curving cliff of white limestone has amazed visitors for centuries. Formed along the line of the Middle Craven Fault, it has been eroded backwards from the line of the fault by the action of water and ice over millions of years. Over the last 1.5 million years, Malham was probably covered at least 3 times with huge sheets of ice. As these glaciers ground their way over the landscape, they plucked rock from the face of the cove and carried it away. Each time the glaciers melted, huge floods of water further eroded the face of the cove. The water flows underground now, but then the ground was permanently frozen, and so the glacial meltwater had to run over the top. The result was that a massive waterfall once thundered over the cove. Today, the sheer-rock face of Malham Cove challenges climbers and also protects a pair of nesting peregrine falcons, which can be viewed during the summer months diving and wheeling alongside the house martins and jackdaws that also call the cove home. Flamborough and Flamborough Head, where dramatic white cliffs frame the picturesque village, offer a spectacular setting for outdoor adventures and tranquil nature experiences on the Yorkshire coast. Discover Flamborough and Flamborough Head. Marked by a stretch of rugged white cliffs surrounding a small village, Flamborough Head is an outdoor lover's paradise. The coastline is a great base for birdwatching, hiking along windswept paths, and sea canoeing around the bay, but only for the experienced outdoor pursuits enthusiast. With a scenic nature reserve and 2 ancient lighthouses nearby, this special area of conservation is a haven for anyone looking to explore the Yorkshire coast at its most wild and untamed. glorious sandy beaches, independent shops, great entertainment and amazing nature, in Bridlington there really is something for everyone, whatever the weather. The town's pre-Roman harbour and characterful old town are must-sees for any history buff. For nature lovers, going on a seashore safari, a boat trip around the bay or birdwatching at Bempton Cliffs are all experiences not to be missed. For those looking for lively entertainment, Bridlington plays host to a wide range of performances, from concerts to family-friendly shows and annual events. Bridlington offers something for everyone, whether you are looking for a day at the beach, premium entertainment or exploring the historical old town and harbour. With all this at hand, you will never be short of something to do, come rain or shine. Discover the charm of Scarborough, a seaside town on North Yorkshire's stunning coastline. Whether you crave adventure, relaxation, or a family getaway, there's something for everyone. With its rich history, beautiful landscapes, and vibrant atmosphere, Scarborough promises an unforgettable experience. Savor fresh seafood, indulge in traditional Yorkshire delicacies, or enjoy global cuisines at one of Scarborough's seaside cafes or stylish restaurants. Relax and unwind at Scarborough's stunning beaches, from North Bay to South Bay, where coastal serenity awaits. Explore Scarborough's fascinating history through its historic landmarks, from ancient fortresses to grand architectural gems that reveal the town's rich past. Scarborough is perfect for families, with a variety of attractions, parks and museums to enjoy. Visit the penguins at the aquarium, embark on a boat trip, or challenge the family to a round of miniature golf. For outdoor enthusiasts, Scarborough offers exciting trails along rugged coastlines, scenic cycling routes, and plenty of water sports for an action-packed adventure. Enjoy the vibrant art scene with live shows at the theatre, fine art galleries, or outdoor concerts that capture the town's cultural spirit. Whether you're seeking relaxation, adventure, or culture, Scarborough has it all. With a breathtaking coastal setting and rich heritage, it's a destination that will leave you wanting more. Looking for a perfect escape into a world of natural beauty, rich history, and coastal charm? Staithes is a picturesque base for exploring the coast, providing unrivaled views and timeless appeal. Once one of the busiest fishing villages in the region, this charming spot is now a haven for geologists and fossil hunters, as well as the home of a renowned community of artists. Each year in a unique festival, residents of Staithes open the doors of their homes as they become pop-up art galleries for visitors to explore and immerse themselves in the artwork. Find accommodation in the heart of Staithes, where you can explore the old cobbled streets, visit the village's art galleries, and enjoy some top-quality seafood caught locally. Wander along the small sandy beach and breathe in the sea air. Staithes is also a haven for walkers and nature lovers, with its proximity to the Cleveland Way National Trail. The surrounding coastline offers ample opportunities for outdoor activities such as hiking, birdwatching, and fossil hunting, whilst visitors will be in awe of the area's striking beauty. Staithes is an unmissable coastal village when visiting the Yorkshire coast. Spend a whole day out exploring this extensive World Heritage Site in North Yorkshire. It's much more than just an abbey. Just around the river bend you'll find one of England's most spectacular Georgian water gardens, Studley Royal. Designed by John Isleby, this water garden gives the site its World Heritage status. Wander over green lawns, past white statues, and find all the follies. Spot the birds splashing on the ponds and find the dark serpentine tunnel leading to the high ride path with views down to the water garden. Fountains Mill is the oldest standing building in the National Trust. Sitting by the Abbey and Fountains Hall, you can see the large water wheel working away. Learn all about how the monks of Fountains Abbey fed themselves and keep your eyes out for art exhibitions held throughout the year. St Mary's Church sits in the 400-acre medieval deer park. Although only open over the summer, this elaborate Burghs church is well worth a visit before exploring the pathways through the deer park. See if you can spot some of the 300 deer that make the park their home. With its rich history, breathtaking scenery, and captivating atmosphere, Whitby is a must-visit destination for travellers seeking a perfect blend of heritage, natural beauty, and maritime allure. Immerse yourself in the town's fascinating maritime past as you explore its historic harbour. Discover the unique connection to the renowned Whitby jet, a gemstone known for its exquisite beauty and deep black colour. Explore the town's Gothic heritage as you wander through its narrow cobbled streets lined with quaint shops and historic buildings. Prepare to be enchanted by breathtaking coastal landscapes. Head to the expansive sandy beaches and enjoy a day of sandcastle building and fun with the family. Explore the nearby coastal paths such as the Cleveland Way, which offer incredible panoramic vistas. Renowned for its culinary offerings, especially its fresh seafood, treat your taste buds to the catch of the day or indulge in the famous Whitby fish and chips. Whitby offers a unique blend of history, natural beauty, and coastal charm, making it an ideal destination for a memorable getaway. Whether you're a history enthusiast, nature lover, or simply seeking a tranquil coastal escape, you're sure to find something to enjoy. Start planning your adventure today and immerse yourself in the captivating spirit of this picturesque coastal haven in North Yorkshire. The iconic land of dry stone walls, high hills and picture postcard villages, the Yorkshire Dales is an evocative and romantic location. But dig a little deeper, and the Yorkshire Dales is not one single landscape or way of life, but a collection of many. A dale is the name given to the steep-sided valleys that form this part of North Yorkshire. Each dale is named, usually after the river that runs along its base, and each one is its own character and mood. From the shape of the hillsides to the character of the villages and the people, even today each of the Yorkshire Dales is unique. So whether you are on the gentle wide slopes of Wensleydale or under the towering escarpments of Littondale, there is always a sense of place. Across the Dales is an undeniable link to the land and the elements. The steep-sided hills throw up dramatic clouds that, when the sun bursts through, as it so often does, are illuminated to create magical moments that are just for you if you are fortunate enough to witness it. The Dales are home to an array of wildlife, from the buzzards and falcons that hunt the skies to the hares that race and jump through the fields. Red squirrels have one of their few sanctuaries in the northwest of the area, providing a rare opportunity to view these characterful and striking mammals in the wild. The Dales are a canvas for exploration, perfect for lovers of the outdoors with a variety of walks, be it alongside a gently meandering river or tackling one of the 3 peaks for a view like no other. Some walks are short and simple, so you can relax about navigation and just enjoy the day. Others provide long remote challenges or stretches of access land, where you can walk freely all day and barely see another soul. The city of Leeds is the largest city in the county of Yorkshire. Leeds itself has 500,000 inhabitants, while the entire Leeds metropolitan area has a population of around 3 million. Leeds not only has great shopping centres in often beautiful Victorian-era shopping arcades and trendy nightclubs, for which Leeds is also widely known, but also offers a diverse cultural scene in general. For example, the Victoria Quarter with its elegant arcades and boutiques, as well as the beautifully restored Leeds Corn Exchange with its many independent shops and cafes, markets and events, are very popular with those who enjoy shopping. For art lovers, the Leeds Art Gallery is an absolute must. The gallery houses an impressive collection of British and European artworks from the 19th century to the present day, including works by famous artists such as J.M.W. Turner, Henry Moore, and Barbara Hepworth. One of the most magnificent buildings in Leeds is Leeds Town Hall, which offers guided tours. Right in Leeds, in the Kirkstall district, is one of the best preserved medieval Cistercian abbeys in Great Britain, Kirkstall Abbey. It dates back to the 12th century. Attached to it is the Abbey House Museum with exhibitions on the history of the Abbey and daily life in the Victorian era. Welcome to the Steel City, where students stay long after their studies end, and with good reason. Sheffield is known as the outdoor city. Its dramatic neighbour, the Peak District, is just a 20-minute train or car journey away, meaning you can sip coffee and chomp on artisan bakes at one of many independent cafes in the morning and reach the lofty summits of Malham Cove or Kinder Scout by early afternoon. You don't need to leave Sheffield for an adventure though. There are plenty of outdoor activities to choose from in the city centre too, including kayaking along canals, indoor climbing and exploring botanical gardens. If the outdoors isn't your thing, explore the city's different neighbourhoods for scores of independent and vintage shops, themed markets and 4 food halls. Last but not least on your Sheffield list is culture, and there's a ton of it. Sheffield is home to 2 famous footy teams and is the city that birthed the Human League, Pulp, Arctic Monkeys and Warp Records. It also hosts the World Snooker Championships, countless festivals, and is home to the biggest theatre complex outside of London. Needs we say more? At the turn of the 19th century, Bradford was a small rural market town of 16,000 people, where wool spinning and cloth weaving was carried out in local cottages and farms. By 1841, there were 38 worsted mills in Bradford town and 70 in the borough, and it was estimated that 2/3 of the country's wool production was processed in Bradford. Less than 10 years later, Bradford had become the wool capital of the world with a population of 100,000, leading to the development of a solid engineering and manufacturing base and a key financial centre, which has continued to flourish ever since. Industrial growth led to the rapid expansion of the city. Between 1800 and 1850, Bradford changed from a rural town amongst the woods and fields to a sprawling town filling the valley sides. The town centre expanded, and its old buildings were largely replaced by new ones with lavish Victorian architecture, still much in evidence today. Bradford was granted city status on June 9, 1897, and became a Metropolitan District Council in 1974. Although textiles have declined during recent years, the local economy has diversified and the area now boasts impressive engineering, printing and packaging, chemical, financial, banking and export industries. High technology and the media industries are also thriving in a city which has moved with the times whilst retaining the skills, quality and innovation on which it has built a world-beating reputation. Kingston upon Hull, often abbreviated to Hull, is a city on the River Hull where it joins the estuary of the River Humber. The city through its port offers a major gateway between Yorkshire and Europe. Kingston upon Hull is traced back in history to 1299 when King Edward I, having bought settlements from the Abbey of Moe, gave a new name to a town being established as Wyke together with a charter, making it a self-governing community. King Edward I is commemorated in one of the city's fine royal statues, his being situated inside the city's Guildhall. There are also statues to the memory of King William III in the marketplace and one to the memory of Queen Victoria in Queen Victoria Square. Despite the severe bombardment of Hull in the Second World War, which destroyed half the city centre, it still has an old town in which parts of Hull's history can still be seen and which are today enhanced by a group of free museums. Hull Marina and Hull Minster, not far from the city centre, the old Humber Dock and Railway Dock have been revitalised since the 1980s for use by pleasure boats as the Hull Marina. The dock is reached by boat by a lock from the River Humber near to where the River Hull joins the estuary. An unusual feature of Hull is that it was the only place in Britain to have cream-coloured rather than red telephone boxes. While the rest of Britain had the red boxes of the Post Office and later BT, the phones in Hull were run by the City Corporation and Council. Harrogate is the definitive boutique spa town in the heart of North Yorkshire. Its thriving streets buzz with vibrant shops and eateries. An eclectic cultural scene of events is interspersed with many popular consumer shows and the spa heritage that can be seen at every turn. Possibly the most distinctive feature of the town is its vast open space that surrounds the town centre, known locally as the Stray. At 200 acres, this gives a green and spacious feel unique to the town. Born through a boom in spa tourism during the Victorian 1800s, Harrogate quickly developed a reputation for luxurious getaways for body and soul. The high society of Victorian Britain flocked to the spa town to enjoy the air, the space and the therapeutic spa treatments, as well as taking the famous waters. This reputation continues to be well deserved. Modern-day Harrogate is the go-to destination for relaxation and indulgence, synonymous with quality shopping and afternoon tea. The spa history continues to shape the town with several superb spas, including the original Turkish baths in the iconic Royal Baths building in the centre of town. Harrogate is known for its floral excellence, evident in the magnificent displays across the town and in its well-kept parks and gardens. The largest of these is the Grade 2 listed Valley Gardens, which features several distinctive areas and receives 3 million visitors a year. set in the glorious North Yorkshire countryside, with excellent transport links to nearby Leeds, Thirsk, York and Harrogate, Ripon is a cathedral city with so much to offer its residents and visitors alike. The magnificent 7th century cathedral is located a short stroll from the market square, which hosts a very popular market every Thursday full of artisan sellers and local produce. The Ripon obelisk proudly sits at the centre of the market square and has done since 1702, when it was designed by a certain Nicholas Hawksmoor. A city steeped in such history is also home to ancient traditions, such as the Ripon hornblower. For over 1,000 years, at precisely 9 p.m, a horn has been blown at the four corners of the obelisk in the market square in order to set the watch. The horn has since become a symbol of the city, a unique talisman representing good governance and, of course, tradition. To celebrate its rich history, Ripon has not one but 3 museums. All are centrally located and full of historical treasures and information which help weave the story of our city and its days gone by. The spectacular cathedral has been a centre of inspiration and wonder for 1,350 years, ever since its consecration by St. Wilfrid in 672 AD. Attracting thousands of visitors, a year the cathedral is also a community hub hosting events and celebrations of art, culture, and even a beer festival throughout its programme of annual events. A truly awe-inspiring place full of peace and beauty. One of Britain's finest Adam houses, Newby Hall, the family home of Mr. and Mrs. Richard Compton, is one of England's renowned Adam houses and an exceptional example of 18th century interior decoration. Built in the 1690s by Sir Christopher Wren, the house was later enlarged and adapted by John Carr and subsequently Robert Adam. The house is now open to visitors by booking a guided tour. The hour-long house tours take you around the ground floor and first floor rooms. Newby's award-winning gardens, mostly created in the early 1920s, have evolved over the years, making a major contribution to 20th century gardening. The North York Moors is a place of beauty, tranquility and adventure waiting to be discovered. Explore 44,000 hectares of sweeping moorland that covers the landscape from the heart of North Yorkshire right up to the coast. Take in breathtaking landscapes and enjoy the freedom to roam across 2,250 kilometres of public rights-of-way. Whether you are a walker, horse rider or cyclist, discover deep wooded dales, becks and rivers. Connect with nature and find an abundance of wildlife. See weasels, badgers or shrews in the forests, and if you are lucky you may even see an elusive pine marten. Enjoy a stargazer's paradise with some of the best dark skies England can offer. This is a place where the light pollution of towns and cities disappears, and there is nothing but you and the surprisingly bright stars above, surrounded by the peaceful atmosphere of the stunning landscape. Reaching all the way to the North Sea, the National Park covers 26 miles of North Yorkshire's spectacular coastline. Visit its remarkable fishing villages, discover wide sandy beaches to relax on, and meander along cliff-top footpaths with stunning views of some hidden bays. Continue your walks further inland and roam along a river or take a break and sit beneath ancient trees in the forests. Whatever your fancy, there is so much to experience on a walk. With country strolls to ruined abbeys or a circuit around the famous Kilburn White Horse, you are spoiled for choice. If your interests lie in more recent history, then you can embrace the countryside under the power of steam. The North Yorkshire Moors Railway is a joyous experience for all the family. The Ingleton Waterfalls Trail is a circular route that spans approximately 8 kilometres and offers visitors an immersive experience with waterfall walks and beautiful scenery. The trail takes you through ancient woodlands, along 2 rivers, the River Twiss and the River Doe, and past some of the most stunning waterfalls in England. The geological features of Ingleton Falls are a major draw for visitors, with the gorge and rocks along the trail offering a fascinating glimpse into the Earth's history. The Ingleton Waterfalls Trail crosses a significant geological fault line, and the waterfalls themselves have been shaped by millions of years of erosion and glacial activity. One of the highlights of the Ingleton Waterfalls Trail is the opportunity to see several major waterfalls, each with its unique charm. The first waterfall you'll encounter is Pecker Falls, which is actually a series of 5 drops, including the Pecker Twin Falls, that cascade down into the gorge below. Pecker Falls are particularly impressive after a week of rain, with water rushing down the rock face. Next, the trail leads to Thornton Falls, the most famous waterfall on the route, known for its dramatic 14-metre drop. Thornton Falls provides spectacular views and is a favourite spot for photography. Continuing on, you'll pass Beasley Falls, another breathtaking sight where the water from the River Doe splits into 3 cascades, known as the Triple Spout. Further along, the trail takes you past Rival Falls and Snow Falls, each offering their own unique spectacular views. Castle Howard is a stately home in North Yorkshire, 15 miles north of York. Set in the Howardian Hills area of outstanding natural beauty, Castle Howard is a private residence and has been home of the Carlisle branch of the Howard family for more than 300 years. Castle Howard was commissioned by the 3rd Earl of Carlisle in 1699 and took over 100 years to complete. Successive generations have welcomed visitors to the house, and it was first opened to the public by George Howard in 1952. Visitors can expect dramatic interiors and world-renowned art collections inside the house, which is also the filming location for Bridgerton and Brideshead. With 1,000 acres of parkland to explore, Castle Howard is a haven of peace and tranquility with extensive woodland walks, temples, lakes and fountains. The monumental landscape offers breathtaking views at every turn, taking in the countryside of the Howardian Hills, a designated area of outstanding natural beauty. The Yorkshire Wolds are the place that inspired some of the most famous images by artist David Hockney, as well as many poets, writers, photographers, filmmakers, local artists, and of course, visitors to the region. When you consider the wide open spaces, sweeping views, breathtaking landscapes, and impressive wildlife, it's easy to understand why the Yorkshire Wolds are such a source of inspiration. Whether you want to explore the area on foot, by bike, by car, or on horseback, there is plenty to see and do. From historic sites and beautiful historic houses to magnificent gardens and the natural beauty of the coast, the Yorkshire Wolds offer a wide variety of experiences. The extraordinary Yorkshire Woldsway National Trail has been delighting visitors for more than 40 years. This 79-mile national trail from Hessle to Filly offers unforgettable experiences along a route through chalk landscapes with hidden dry valleys, breathtaking views across fields and rich wildlife, thriving market towns and ancient villages. The Yorkshire Woldsway offers one of the most peaceful and gentle landscapes in England and is suitable for anyone who enjoys the great outdoors. It is not without reason that York is considered England's eternal city. Ancient walls still tell visitors stories from the nearly 2,000 years during which York held a very special position in northern England. The Romans established the capital of northern Britain here in 71 AD, and Eboracum, as York was then called, was to retain its special status for centuries to come. Even after the Romans withdrew, York initially served as the capital of the British and then the Anglo-Saxons kingdoms of Ebrauc and Deira. It was only when William the Conqueror completely devastated York after numerous regional revolts that York lost some of its influence. Visitors can still feel all of this today when they stroll through the streets of York and marvel at the historic buildings. But be careful. It is not without reason that York is considered one of the most haunted cities in England. It ranks second on the official list of most haunted cities of England, right after Chester. Quite a few people even whisper that York might be the most haunted city in Europe. With a little luck, you may even get a glimpse of this for yourself during your visit. York is rich in sights. If you are interested in history, York Minster is a must-see. The mighty cathedral with its extensive nave is a magnificent sight even from the outside.